What happens when the legendary studio behind Pokémon decides to create a dark, post-apocalyptic Souls-like? Today, we explore a beautifully ruined Earth, where a girl and her loyal dog are the only things standing between humanity and complete extinction. Hello everyone! Welcome to PST Channel, Game Story, Movie Style, for your busy days. Today, we're bringing you the complete narrative of Beast of Reincarnation, a highly ambitious action RPG from Gamefreaks, stepping far away from their usual monster-catching formula into a sci-fi story setting in exactly 2,000 years from now. It is a tale about corrupted souls, beautiful but deadly nature, and the heavy price of survival. Get ready for a cinematic retelling of this unforgettable world. In the year 4026 AD, humanity had been a fallen race for 1,000 years. The world is consumed by the Blight, a massive phenomenon that forcibly mutates open plains into dense, corrupted forests. This blight turns living creatures into violent monsters known as malefacts, which have aggressively overrun all human territories across the globe. At the very core of this global infection lies the immortal fragments of the Beast of Reincarnation. No matter how hard humanity struggles, they're constantly overwhelmed, forcing them into a state of absolute surrender. However, a faint glimmer of hope emerges when a report reaches the capital. A young girl has been born and managed to survive despite being infected by the Blight. She resided in the eastern Agochi colony. In an era where humans willingly discard their physical bodies to evolve, their remaining emotions are locked away inside rapidly decaying souls. The surviving humans are forced to fight massive infected creatures called Nushi alongside the regular malefacts, using whatever ancient technology they have left to navigate this crisis. Our protagonist, Emma, travels with her white fox companion, Ku. They are currently fighting their way through the blighted forest to eliminate a Nushi responsible for spreading the local infection. Their primary goal right now is to protect a young girl named Kagura, who is sick and resting inside their mechanical transport, a cleanse walker named Bauera. While pushing forward, Emma is guided by the spirit of a young woman named Violet. Every time they defeat a malefact, the surrounding blight actually recedes. Emma battles through the enemy forces until she crosses paths with a man named Shido and his partner. Months ago, when she was at the Agochi colony, looking at the sky was a taboo for the one with the collar like her. The ruling mechanical golems forced Emma to act as a sealer. Her strict duty was to eliminate malefacts and seal their corruption within herself. Because she grew up infected by the Blight, she can consume infected flesh without suffering any physical harm. The downside is that Emma has absolutely no human emotions or memories. Unlike the golems, Violet constantly reminds Emma of her humanity, even though Violet is also missing her own memories. They actually shared a fleeting memory when they first met Ku, who happens to be infected as well.
Back, I see. No, you don't kill Doggo. But obviously...
Violet advises Emma to hide the fact that she healed Ku's wounds from the golems to avoid punishment. Instead, she tells Emma to present them with a medicinal biwa fruit to prove her usefulness, hoping the golems will let her return to the colony. During this time, Emma notices the golems constantly scolding Kagura for making mistakes. She realizes Kagura is likely an orphan sold to Agochi, forced to serve the golems as a slave. Soon after, Kagura brings news that the golems are gathering at Monument Square. When they arrive, they find machines from the capital alongside Overseer Shuri. He delivers direct orders from the administrator. Emma must travel the world to eliminate every Nushi, and then head to the capital to destroy the Beast of Reincarnation. The beast revives every 100 years, meaning it cannot be killed permanently. It is the source spreading the blight and creating malefacts everywhere. Right after the briefing, Shido's Nushi partner, Erika, suddenly attacks. Erika completely destroys the Agochi colony and kills Shuri in the process. While trying to escape, Emma and Kagura are severely injured.
It hit her actually.
Ku rushes in and uses Blight energy to heal Emma.
Hot. No, Doggo. It doesn't get one shot like we do.
And shortly after, a man named Brad drives the Boera mech in to rescue them all. With her home gone, Emma officially begins her mission as a purifier, traveling alongside Brad, Ku, and Kagura.
No, it's same boss. It was free at the first time. Now we kill it. Never mind, it seems second form.
Remember to use Ku's careful. We're nearing the limits of your strength.
Every time she kills a Nushi, Emma and Ku absorb its Blight energy. Causing mysterious flowers to bloom in Emma's hair. They successfully take down their first target, a Nushi named Rangifer.
What is this? I think we get upgrade, maybe like Lockman, Mega Man.
When the group reaches the ancient civilization zone, Brad finally removes his mask. He reveals that the Boera transport was actually human once, just like the other golems. Because the machine needs the ability to detect malefacts, it requires the soul of a human who is sensitive to the infection. Moving forward, Emma tries to activate a backup generator to open a blocked gate, forcing her into a fight with a giant golem.
Remember to use Ku's skills too.
Just as she is about to be ambushed from behind, a woman named Kunai and her partner, Kirin, step in to save her. Kunai reveals that her goal is also to take down the Beast of Reincarnation.
Wow. Why look like second form? Oh, who? She must be a samurai. Another Pokemon tamer, I see.
After Kunai leaves, Emma pushes into a cave and fights a Nushi named Lacerta.
Nushi first.
I see you've engaged the Nushi.
Oh, yeah.
While it is a strong opponent, it will have its weakness. Pay close attention to how it moves.
Anything like it? Stay vigilant.
Okay, I can guard now. The timing is perfect. Okay.
Violet suggests they find a lighting stone to power the control panel and open the next gate. Along the way, Emma saves an infected boy named Makoto. He's exploring the ruins to find amber, crystallized stones containing the knowledge and memories of the ancient civilization. Using the Blight, Mikoto can absorb these memories to help his hometown. Interestingly, he can hear the voices of Malefax and use his own voice to amplify the Blight, an example of how the infection grants different abilities to different people. Before parting ways, he exchanges contact signal with Emma. Whenever Emma returns to the Bauera, she tells Kagura all about her surface adventures. Brad adds some historical context, explaining that humans 2,000 years ago foresaw a massive disaster and transferred their souls into golems to survive. These golems preserve all of human history. However, over millennia, their souls and memories have faded, causing them to break down. Brad believes this decay is not from the Blight, but simply from the sheer agony of living for thousands of years, pushing the golems to desperately seek new faiths for salvation. Meanwhile, Ku secretly gathers amber for Emma, hoping it will restore her lost memories, while Kagura eagerly writes everything down in her diary.
What do you mean, Lucy? On tail of Baspelia, I don't understand. Your mouth
Caught
stay.
up with the Nushi. It can be anywhere.
With the light stone secured, Emma defeats Lacerta to absorb its power, finally opening the gate to the surface.
Unlike Mega Man, we didn't have happily absorb enemy skill. Time is like you faint.
Once above ground, Brad notes that the Beast of Reincarnation cannot escape death like any other creature. Around this time, Violet starts dreaming of a field of blue flowers, hearing a voice telling her that she was born in a place called Shambhala. Entering the mountainous region, Brad explains that golems make pilgrimages here to pray for salvation. They build massive walls to isolate their communities from the outside world, dedicating themselves to a shadowy culture. Emma begins to question the mission, wondering if eliminating the Beast and the Nushi will actually make the world a better place. Brad admits he doesn't know the answer. While hunting the local Nushi, Emma discovers someone else has already drained its power. Erica suddenly attacks her.
Is that thing? This thing already have owner. What she done here? Doku, fam!
Your attacks are proving effective. A remarkable difference from the first encounter. Don't let up.
And after forcing the creature to retreat, Emma chases it straight to Shido.
Another purifier.
You take the big one, okay? Shit, that hurt.
Emma and Ku are completely overpowered. Shido tells Emma she was chosen to be a vessel and plans to drain her power.
Even as we stand here, the Blight is eating away at your body.
He leaves her with a cryptic warning about her fate once the Blight fully consumes her body.
But no, you are not ready yet. More time on the vine.
After the defeat, Brad advises Emma that emotional bonds actually strengthen the connection to Malefax. He encourages her to accept these bonds as a useful part of human emotion that will aid her mission. Brad then speaks privately with Kunai, confirming that Shido is an agent from the capital. Kunai decides to rush ahead to the city, warning that Emma must stop Violet from fully awakening. Emma then breaches the Pilgrim Zone, where golems have dug into the mountains to protect a Nushi named Taurus. They try to block Emma, but she fights through and...
I can't see its face.
Healing Nushi.
and defeats Taurus, who had been mind-controlling the machines. As Emma absorbs its power, the Beast of Reincarnation directly contacts Violet, thanking her for a gift she apparently gave it, the gift of despair. Around this time, Brad confesses to Emma that his real reason for traveling is to find his brother at the capital and to study the beast. Inside the laboratory of the Matsukawa colony, Emma accidentally releases a Nushi test subject named Rangifer.
Javelin, go!
Brad theorizes that the golems have secretly been conducting experiments underneath the colony to create their own Nushi. After killing it, Emma meets and talks to Violet in a dream. Violet reveals her memories are returning. Brad discusses a situation with Kunai, realizing the Matsukawa colony was trying to create their own vessel to bring back Shambhala, but the experiment was a failure. Moving into the Fuji Frontier Zone, Emma clashes with Shido and Erika once more.
When you have nothing, what is wrong with stealing to survive? Now is the time for harvest. I shall have that vessel of yours.
After finally beating him, Shido admits he wants the Blight's power to rule the world. He wants to stand above the beasts that ate his sister and destroy the colonies that abandoned them. Then he retreats.
Yes. With Erika, I shall rule this world. I will not fail.
The Blight begins consuming Emma's body more aggressively, but she promises Violet that she will find a place where Violet can truly live. In her next dream, Ku appears alongside Violet. Violet warns that if her memories fully return, Emma will be in grave danger, and it could trigger the end of the world. She asks Ku to be Emma's protector if she disappears. Soon after, the administrator contacts Emma, praising her for purifying the land, and tells her to continue fighting. The group arrives at the Oi colony, and Brad suggests resting before taking on the Nushi in the giant tree zone. However, Overseer Takahoya of Oi colony refuses to lower the elevator for them. He arrogantly claims his colony is strong enough to handle the Nushi without the capital's help, stating they can only enter once the monster is dead. Brad is forced to set up camp outside. That night, they watch the Oi colony hopelessly fire artillery at two massive bird-like Nushi called Corvus. Knowing the golems will lose, Brad tells Emma to sleep and handle the monsters in the morning.
There's two of them.
By sunrise, a defeated Takahoya begs for Emma's help. Emma enters the giant tree zone.
Is this one same element? It look fire
And
though.
successfully kills both Corvus monsters. But as she and Ku absorb the power, they both collapse.
Hello. Oh wait, this one have second phase.
Remember to use two skills too. Stay focused. Get into the zone.
You can land for me.
Don't let your guard down.
Violet realizes that if Emma continues acting as a sealer, she will become the perfect vessel that certain people are looking for. Every Nushi Emma absorbs accelerates Violet's awakening, and because they share a body, Violet's complete return will permanently overwrite Emma's soul. To protect Emma, Violet makes a massive sacrifice. She intentionally severs her own connection to Emma's memories and tells the girl to keep hunting the beasts. When Emma wakes up, she has completely forgotten who Violet is. Meanwhile, in the shadows, Brad tells Kunai that he plans to tell Emma the truth, and that he intends to assassinate the administrator. The next morning, the Boera arrives at the Inukami River Colony. They immediately receive a message from the administrator stating that the beasts have invaded the capital. Realizing the urgency, Brad decides to change course and head straight for the capital. Passing through the wasteland region, Brad formally removes the collar from Emma's neck. The collar was a physical mark identifying her as an outcast. Without it, she's finally free to live her life on her own terms. While exploring the area, Emma discovers the bodies of several masked men. Brad notes that they were likely human, as those infected by the Blight usually possess natural immunity. Emma quickly notes that their movements and fighting styles closely resemble Shido. Realizing the danger, Brad warns her to leave the zone immediately, suspecting they have walked into Shido's trap. Brad estimates he will reach the capital on New Year's Eve, which Kagura excitedly points out is also her birthday. Suddenly, the Boera is ambushed by stealth golems that completely bypass their radar detection. Brad and Emma step out to handle the enemies.
The guy can't fight.
Hate to waste this on a bunch of runs. But here we are.
Will he die?
Guess
I think
this
he
will
gonna
have to
suicide. Yeah, bomb himself. Typical. He's going to take himself with enemy. Or not.
So it was you. There's no need to cry. I don't hold a grudge. We're all weak. In some way. But despite that, I have one last thing to do.
He did.
However, Kunai unexpectedly turns her blade on them, dealing a fatal blow to Brad. She reveals she had made a secret deal with the administrator.
But not until I kill
Yeah.
one
He has Sharingan indeed.
person.
Kunai, how could you do this? Die and become my offering, Emma!
What is this? Loot. We're gonna slow him though. Jessa. She's strong ninja. Uchiha.
Kagura manages to help Emma escape, but Ku is nowhere to be found. They are soon rescued by a golem acting under orders from Overseer Gigi. In exchange for saving them, the Overseer asks the girls to help them defend Inukami River Colony from an impending attack. Emma tracks down the enemy leader, a massive Nushi known as the Crimson
Shadow.
Malefact.
I feel the possibility. What do you think? Someone said Ku gonna get evolved, but not like this, huh? I am the bone of my bone. Flower is my body, and wood is my blood. I have created over 1,000 bows, unknown to death, nor known to life.
After defeating it in battle, she's shocked to realize the creature is actually Ku. She quickly uses her blight energy to connect with him and restore his true form. During this deep connection, Emma discovers that Ku safely stored all of her lost memories.
I remember. Come back!
With her mind restored, she remembers Violet, enters her own dreamscape, and successfully brings Violet back. Violet explains her true origins. She was born in Shambhala, a place that existed in the real world long before she joined Emma at Agochi. The golems had prepared numerous backup vessels to house her soul. However, she refused to take them over because she was patiently waiting for someone. She eventually found 2 remaining vessels from the old experiments. One had stopped developing entirely, while the other one was beginning to form a fragile soul of its own. Violet chose to reside inside the one with the newborn soul, which belonged to Emma. Carrying heavy guilt for dragging Emma into this brutal conflict, Violet vows to protect her and promises to stay by her side forever. Following Brad's death, the Bauera's autopilot takes control and guides them toward the capital. The machine plays a pre-recorded message from Brad, instructing Emma to climb the central tower to uncover the absolute truth about defeating the Beast. In his message, Brad reveals he was a member of a secret group called the Organization. Their sole purpose was to stop the Administrator's plan to revive the Beast of Reincarnation. His and Kunai's true mission from the very beginning was to assassinate the Administrator. Brad then reveals the hidden history of the world. The Beast of Reincarnation didn't appear naturally, nor did it cause the fall of the ancient civilization. 2,000 years ago, 3 scientists known as the 3 Sages created it. Back then, Earth was suffering from severe earthquakes, extreme climate shifts, constant wars, and deadly plagues. Driven to absolute despair, humanity simply stopped reproducing. To ensure the survival of the species, leaders implanted nanobots into the population to artificially eradicate negative emotions. It was a catastrophic mistake. The suppressed emotions accumulated over time, slowly corroding human souls. This decay caused extreme aggression and a relentless desire for destruction. As the suffering spread, a genius proposed a radical solution: update human souls and transfer them to a pristine digital world called Shambhala to return humans to the safe environment. This initiative, Project Shambhala, intended to bring those souls back to the physical world when they're ready. The Beast of Reincarnation was built strictly as the transfer system, utilizing a massive swarm of biomechanical nanobots called Brahmin. Brahmin behave like plant cells, capable of infinite regeneration. The particles integrated into the atmosphere and the bodies of the remaining population, synchronizing with their souls. Once fully synchronized, the orbital system, known as the Crescent Moon, would initiate the Great Transfer. But the plan failed horribly. Brahmin mutated into a lethal threat. Human bodies violently rejected it, leading to fatal corrosion, and nothing could stop the process. The beast lost control of Brahmin, causing the global infection known today as the Blight. Ultimately, most souls failed to reach Shambhala. The golems are simply the failed transfers, slowly rotting away over millennia. Those who were corroded but didn't become golems mostly perished. Now, the souls successfully living in Shambhala want to return to Earth. The beast, currently controlling Shambhala, can temporarily halt their return, but struggles to maintain total control. If those souls return to normal bodies, they will instantly die from the Blight. They need Blight-resistant bodies, just like Emma's, which must be completely empty of memories and emotions to house a new soul. Brad admits he originally wanted to use Emma as a weapon to destroy the Administrator and the Beast. However, his final wish is for her to live free and make her own choices. Emma chooses to fight. Reaching the top of the tower, she finds a special sword named Kansushi. This ancient weapon possesses the power to sever the connection between the Beast of Reincarnation and the Blight, preventing it from regenerating. With this revelation, Brad's message ends.
This is a kanzashi. Even with everything on the line, I was only ever able to make just one. It was originally the key to stopping the spread of the Beast of Reincarnation. The beast draws power from the Blight and uses it to rapidly regenerate. If you attack...
Emma then faces Ursa, the massive Nushi guarding the area.
What? So ugly, bear. Don't let it wake up. Jump! Slap! Ultimate sword kill!
After absorbing its power, she decides her ultimate goal is to find a place where they can all belong. A place they can finally call home. As they near the capital, Kagura's illness drastically worsens. The Bauera runs a diagnostic and confirms she is suffering from erosion, a fatal physical reaction to the Blight. She has only 1 month left to live. The machine suggests injecting specialized nanobots to halt the erosion process entirely. The narrative then loops back to the beginning of their journey. Emma faces the final Nushi before entering the capital. Here, she confronts Shido once again. He aggressively demands Emma surrender her body to serve as an empty vessel for his dead sister. Emma strikes him down. After absorbing Erica's power,
Forgive a world that would do that. Oh, Erica.
Brother! Shido!
Shido.
Violet deduces that Shido was actually a malefact all along. She theorizes that the beast itself is actually being manipulated by entities within Shambhala, known collectively as the Players. Inside the capital, Emma desperately fights her way to a medical pod to save Kagura.
Die! Ultimate attack. Yeah, that is my ultimate. Starlight burst.
Cutting through a Nushi named Aramanth, blocking her path.
Seems to end here.
Don't run. Loot.
After securing Kagura in the pod, Kagura hears Violet's voice. Violet instructs her that if they ever get separated, Ku will guide her to Emma.
If you ever lose sight of Emma, trust Ku to help you find your way.
Who are you?
Ku shares a bond with her. He will seek her out.
Emma advances and finally confronts the administrator. He proudly declares that his grand plan has reached its second phase, selection. The successes will become Blightborn, while the failures will turn into malefacts. Once the beast fully awakens, it will rule the world based on the Samsara blossom cycle, allowing humanity to be reborn in a vastly superior state. However, because the beast can still technically die, he needs a special subject capable of absorbing Blight to act as the perfect anchor, using the colonies to mass-produce the Blightborn. He plans to survive just long enough to see a suitable vessel prepared. He announces that Emma is the perfect vessel, marking the true dawn of the Blightborn era.
It would be foolish to do otherwise, for I rule a new version of humanity.
The administrator forces Kunai and Kirin to fight Emma as a final test of her strength.
Oh my god.
Remember to use these stones too.
I will use ultimate. Stop it. Die. See?
After a fierce battle, Kunai admits she fought only to protect her brother, but ultimately failed, becoming infected herself. Now she fails to deal with the administrator to revive her brother.
Kunai.
Being cut.
As the administrator steps forward to claim his new vessel, Kunai suddenly stabs him in the back. She begs Emma to absorb her blight to complete the vessel, trusting Emma to forge a better future since she is entirely free from anyone's control.
What would he expect?
Emma, I know you'll defeat the Beast of Reincarnation. Make my blight a part of you. Passing on this power will make the vessel complete. But you are no longer a puppet. I feel that I can entrust the future to you. So please, accept my power. I'm not giving this to you to force you to do anything. I want you to take this power so you can live.
Can I?
Emma, don't end up like me.
Kunai, sister.
Violet realizes she is the missing key required to awaken the beast.
I see. These are all my memories. So, I was the key all along. I'm the one who activates the beast.
Emma steps forward to face the Beast of Reincarnation, only to find Mikoto waiting for her. He confesses that he is the true beast.
Mikoto? Why are you here?
Emma! I found what I've been looking for.
Mikoto explains that Emma is an experimental vessel programmed specifically to seek him out. He orchestrated everything to create a world where Violet could be truly happy. He reveals that Shambhala is his original home. The players, desperate to return to reality, unleash the blight upon humanity out of sheer blind ambition. Even the beast operates heavily under the influence of the player's collective subconscious. Lacking free will and imagination of his own, Mikoto could only replicate the real world, filling Shambhala with the exact same wars and inequality. That changed when he met Violet, the oracle chosen by the players. She saw beauty amidst the endless chaos, causing him to fall in love and develop a genuine soul for the first time. He desperately wanted to become human just to touch her. However, the lunar server sustained heavy damage, sending Violet to Earth in an incomplete state and leaving her with a constant, lingering feeling of waiting. Mikoto searched for her for a millennia, possessing various bodies and splitting his own soul and essence to create the Inukami clan. After 1,000 years, Ku, an Inukami descendant, found Emma, the body housing Violet's lost soul. Mikoto pleads with Emma and Ku to join him as the beast, but Violet firmly rejects the offer. Emma asks what'll happen to the world if the beast fully awakens. Mikoto promises a unified world without conflict among the Blightborn, though those who cannot endure the Blight will degrade into mindless malefacts. Emma confidently replies that the world is fine as it is, and chooses to fight him. In response, Mikoto merges with his physical body to become the true, terrifying Beast of Reincarnation.
Immortal.
After a brutal and exhausting battle, Emma defeats him, and Makoto reclaims the blight energy from her and Ku.
Back to the beginning. God, even the world can use.
He's grinding us down. Is there really no hope?
Game over.
The fight leaves both Emma and Ku critically injured.
No, doggo.
As Makoto prepares a final, fatal strike against Ku, Emma channels the blight she received from Ku to heal their wounds.
Stop! No.
This power.
That final flower.
It's the same.
It doesn't even teach me what is post-apocalyptic. I don't even know. Stop it. Post-apocalyptic again. What is this? I don't know. Oh, okay, it's attack mode and immortal.
Because she possesses the power of a complete beast, she easily overpowers Makoto, who is severely weakened from splitting his soul and essence over the centuries.
Good dog.
I see. So you can't come with me.
Defeated, Makoto confesses his only true desire was to be with Violet. Emma and Ku then absorb his remaining blight. Realizing she cannot save both herself and Ku, Emma selflessly gives all her energy to Ku to ensure he survives.
Oh no. Wait.
You have to.
No. Is Ku die?
You've done so much for me. Everything feels so warm. I just wish I could have stayed. You, Kagura, fine. A little bit.
Actually, Emma absorbed the Blight onto herself, so could probably survive. But she died.
A fully healed Kagura arrives just as Emma's body begins transforming into a tree. Seeing this sacrifice, Mikoto uses the absolute last remaining of his power to save Emma.
Emma, open your eyes, please!
Violet finally appears to comfort Mikoto, waiting to gently guide him as he passes away. Noticing Emma's soul fading rapidly, Violet instructs Ku to find Emma elsewhere before she disappears completely. Ku and Kagura board the Bauera and leave the capital.
Don't give up yet.
Traveling to an ancient, hidden underground altar. Deep below the surface, Kagura discovers two medical pods. One contains Violet's original physical body. Miraculously, the person who awakens inside it is Emma.
Welcome back.
The story concludes with the three of them living happily together in the blighted world, while the giant, beautiful tree born from the Beast of Reincarnation stands tall at the center of the capital. With Mikoto's final sacrifice, Emma, Kagura, and Ku finally found a quiet place to call home in a broken world. Their long journey leaves us with a heavy question. What is the meaning of surviving? Did you enjoy the story? If this inspires you to pick up the game and dive in, amazing! And if you're still deciding, or time and budget are tight, that's exactly why PST exists. We'll bring you the complete story, told like a movie, so you can feel the adventure as if you played it yourself. No pressure and no missing out, just the heart of the game when you need it. Let me know in the comments below. Your feedback is warmly welcomed and truly shapes what comes next. Thanks for watching! Seek the story, watch PST.